I'd like to talk a little bit about the health care bill, and I'd like to know how this bunch of idiots in the Senate and Congress think the federal government has the right to tell a doctor how much time he can spend with the patient, how much money he can make, and how they can say that all doctors are going to make the same amount no matter what field they're in. To me, this sounds like a dictatorship, and I hope that this is not what the United States has become, being ruled by a dictator. I haven't read all this health care bill, but I would like to know how IRS and gun control comes under health care. Now, the $5,000 rationing, is that per visit, per hospital stay, or per year? $5,000 will just barely get you through the emergency room doors. How does the federal government think that they have the right to tell a doctor when he can say when a person is terminal? They don't have that right. And the people who wrote this bill, apparently they was tanked up on booze or had some of the white powder up their nose or was high on crack or weed or maybe all of the above. And then there's those idiots who are signing off on it, wanting it to go through. They must have had some of the same stuff. They don't realize what they're doing by signing on for this to go through and putting our bank accounts where the federal government can monitor and control the amount of money we have in our accounts. And they don't realize that right now, yes, they are covered by the laws that they have written to protect themselves, but they're not always going to have this government job. And they are going to be under the federal government's thumb just as everybody else is. And they haven't stopped to realize that they are going to come under this health care bill, and the ones that are 70, 80, 90 years old, when they lose their government job, they're going to immediately be signed up to where they go to counseling as to how to kill themselves. The younger ones will have the honor of watching their loved ones, their children, grandchildren, suffer with pain and cannot get any relief because their $5,000 has already been spent. And here, one of their loved ones is laying there they were in a serious accident. They were in really bad shape, and they're screaming for relief, and the doctors can't give them any medication. The government has come up with some kind of harebrained idea that not only do they have the right to have access to our bank accounts, but also our personal and health records. And they want those at the age of 65, I think it is, to go into counseling as to how to kill themselves. And these people who are signing off the Congress and the Senate, they're stupid because they're not looking at what's going to happen to them when they get out of their job. Well, in a way, we're kind of stupid too, because we keep putting them right back in office. And I'd like to know what kind of pervert came up with the bright idea that the federal government has the right to be involved in people's marriages. What are they going to do? Send out notices to the married couples saying, you need to have more sex, you're not having enough. Or you need to slow down, you're having too much sex. Or for the older people, send them a notice and say, you need to stop having sex because you're too old. Now, if it hasn't already happened, they'll probably have another pervert come along and write something saying what kind and how much paper we can use when we go to the bathroom. This is how stupid those people are in the Congress and Senate to sign off on something like this.